Hi, Taehyung lovers all around the world. Meeting again with the Taehyung Lovers Worldwide Channel. Stop. Just 3 seconds. Don't scroll, don't blink, because February 2026 has just recorded a moment that made many people angry, touched, and unable to stop talking. Not because of the scandal, not because of cheap sensation, but because of the emotion of something that cannot be bought, cannot be engineered, and cannot be faked. One photo circulated rapidly and captured global public attention. Without a grand stage, without aggressive promotion, one name once again shook the world's emotions. Kim Taehyung. Through emotional resonance born from wounds, memories, and honesty, Sweet Night met all too well. Two songs from two different worlds colliding precisely at the most fragile point within humans. Love that has ended, yet refuses to leave. And at that very second, the world seemed to pause for a moment. If you have ever felt that Kim Taehyung songs read the contents of your heart, if you have ever stayed silent for too long because of a single note that opened an old memory, then this video is for you. Emotion does not need language. It does not need long explanations. It only needs honesty. And this is where Kim Taehyung's power works. Slowly, deeply, and unavoidably. Before we go any further, make sure you press like, write your feelings in the comment section, subscribe, and activate the bell so you don't miss the next moment. Make this video viral, so the world continues to see the kindness, sincerity, and real influence of Kim Taehyung. Stay with us, because what you are about to hear next may not be just a story, but a mirror that is uncomfortably close to your own feelings. February 2026 recorded a moment that made many people angry, touched, and at the same time unable to stop talking. Not because of a scandal, not because of cheap sensation, but because of the emotion of something that cannot be bought, cannot be engineered, and cannot be faked. In a photo that circulated rapidly and drew global public attention, Tay-Tay's influence was felt strongly once again. This time not through a grand stage or aggressive promotion, but through the emotional resonance between two songs born from wounds, memories, and honesty, Sweet Night and All Too Well. Two artists, two worlds, two cultures that have never truly intersected. Yet they meet at the most fragile point within humans, love that has ended, but refuses to leave. And precisely there, the world pauses for a moment, when two different songs unite a global wound. Sweet Night by Kim Taehyung is not a song that shouts for attention. It arrives gently, like night falling without warning. Its voice is soft, almost whispering, as if inviting the listener to sit in a quiet room after a breakup, where memories live longer than promises. This song does not offer solutions. It only keeps you company. And for millions of people around the world, that is more than enough. On the other hand, Taylor Swift's All Too Well is a complementary opposite. Its details are sharp. Its narrative is long. Every verse feels like opening a memory box that should have remained locked. It is not afraid to reveal anger, disappointment, and regret. Two different approaches, yet sharing one common thread, brutal emotional honesty. The photo that circulated widely in February 2026 seemed to become a symbol of the meeting of these two worlds. A calm expression, eyes full of stories, an aura of nostalgia that is hard to ignore. Many were angry because they felt read. Many were touched because they felt embraced. And many could not stay silent, flooding the comment sections with the same sentence. This is too real. Emotion as a universal language. Not theory, but fact. Music and global culture observers agree in calling this phenomenon real proof that emotion is a universal language. You do not need to be fluent in Korean or English to understand the feeling of loss. You do not need to know the artist's background to feel the tightness in your chest when a certain note touches an old memory. When Tay-Tay influences a global generation through emotional honesty, music stops being mere entertainment. It transforms into a psychological mirror, reflecting wounds we often hide. This is why this phenomenon cannot be underestimated. It is not a temporary trend. It is a human response to something too honest to ignore. And perhaps this is what makes some people uncomfortable, because music like this forces us to remember. Winter Bear and the power of silence that wins. Amid the noise of an industry that relies on fast tempos and loud sounds, Winter Bear moves forward quietly yet surely. February 2026 marked a historic milestone. This song officially surpassed 80 million streams on Spotify, a number not born from massive promotion, but from personal connection. The photo that once again circulated widely calm, intimate, full of winter nuance looked like a visual representation of the song itself. Simple, honest, touching the deepest emotional layers of its listeners. In a world that moves too fast, Winter Bear endures precisely because it dares to slow down. Released as an English-language work written by Kim Taehyung himself, this song is known for its narrative about loneliness, hope, and a wordless emotional embrace. International music critics assess that its strength lies in one rare thing: the courage not to shout. It chooses to whisper, and the world chooses to listen. Behind those 80 million streams lie millions of quiet nighttime moments without a reply, mornings filled with old memories, and feelings that were never spoken aloud. That photo becomes a silent witness to how sincere work can circulate quickly, spread widely, and stay for a long time in the heart of the world. 145 million views Fancam. When one camera angle changes history. If his music embraces, then his stage hypnotizes. The iconic Fancam of V-Taehyung and the Boy With Love performance once again shook the global entertainment world after surpassing 145 million views. This number is not merely a statistic. It is a cultural statement. The photo that spread rapidly captured one key moment: a confident gaze, precise movement, and charisma that seemed to pierce through the screen. No excessive gestures, no forced effort to steal attention. And yet, that is exactly where its power lies. In that Fancam, Taehyung presents a wordless narrative, a restrained smile, mature control of expression, small details often missed by the main camera, but clearly captured by a single camera angle. Cultural observers call it a perfect example of quiet magnetism, an attraction that does not force itself, yet is impossible to ignore. And here's the part that surprised many people. The views did not come only from K-pop fans. Data shows a significant surge from viewers across ages and countries, including those who previously did not follow BTS. One Fancam, one camera angle, one moment, and pop history is rewritten once again. Phenomenon, not coincidence. To consider all of this a coincidence is a form of denial. February 2026 revealed a consistent pattern. When emotional honesty meets authenticity, the world responds. Whether through a whispering song, a silent photo, or a performance captured from an unexpected angle, Kim Taehyung, through his music and performances, does not sell illusion. He offers feeling. And perhaps this is what makes this phenomenon feel so powerful, even triggering debate, anger, and long discussions in the digital public space. The question now is no longer, why did this go viral? But rather, why do we feel so touched or disturbed by it? That answer, like the song itself, may be too honest to be spoken out loud. And precisely because of that, the world does not stop talking about it. Now it's your turn. Is this merely music and images, or a mirror that is too close to your own feelings?